Hello and welcome back to Yeah the Girls, brought to you by Gatorade's new Fast Twitch energy drink. We've got a big show in today, girls. We'll talk a little bit about our first win of the season. We've also got Lexi coming on as our guest today, who debuted on the weekend. We'll see where the Yeah the Girls MVQ is sitting after round 4 and a little bit about Richmond coming up this weekend. But first of all, girls, what hit your Twitch this week?
I'll start us off. Basically on the same theme as last week, but I had Dad down this weekend, which was lovely. And gosh, I'm a clean freak. And we cleaned the garage.
Oh my God, I love that.
And it's looking so schmick, tidy. I could always fit the car in, but Dad's blower vacked it. Like, he's got the whole thing.
This is so good.
Spotless. So that did it for me this
Why
week.
don't you start up a little cleaning business?
Honestly, girls.
Like, you
I
know
love
the
it.
storage ones that are so aesthetically pleasing?
Yeah. You should
You should
TikTok
do
it.
that. Yeah.
Do like a
Do it.
quick.
I love how my mind goes, yeah, like a time lapse. But no,
time lapse.
TikTok is probably a little bit cooler than just a time lapse.
of the clean. How about you, Gunji? How was your week?
I had a great week, but I think what hit my Twitch this week was I got to see our beautiful new Mamacita Shani and baby Luna. I've seen them a couple times now, but baby Luna's doing really well. She's beautiful, gorgeous little thing, and Shani looks amazing as per usual. It's classic Shani.
Shani just had that pregnancy glow, and then since having Luna, I'm like,
Extra
are
glow.
you ready for this weekend?
Yeah,
Like,
no,
she's just bounced
she
back.
could lace up. But
Absolutely.
yeah, no, that was beautiful to see them too. We do miss having her around the club a fair bit, and so yeah, it's lovely to catch up again.
Oh, that's always lovely,
Love
darling. What hit my Twitch this week, girls, was actually you, Gunj, and our little family dinner that we had on Father's Day post the game.
Oh, yes.
It was really nice, and sending a really sweet message during the week to be like, what would you like to do this weekend, doll? And it was really nice. So that hit my Twitch this
That's
week, girlies.
beautiful.
But
Loved it.
let's chat about our first win. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Woohoo! Finally, we did say on the last pod we hope that we've got this win this week. So finally, a bit more of a upbeat pod.
Oh,
Plenty to talk about when you have a win.
I know, isn't there?
And just to sort of bring, a 4-quarter performance, I know that's what we've been striving for all year so far. And, we've been playing some really good football. It's just been lapses in the times where we haven't been able to capitalise or haven't been able to get the 4 points. So this week to be able to play in really windy conditions.
It was
We're at
windy.
Windy Hill,
At
of
Windy
course.
Hill.
But... to still be able to capitalise on the scoreboard and put that pressure on from the start was evident throughout the game.
I couldn't agree more with you, Beck. And like riding the ebbs and flows, which I think we spoke about, and we probably were on top for a lot more in this game, which makes it that little bit easier. But we did do that last week, and we came in again this week to ride out times where it might feel like they're getting on top of us and then control the game where we could. And I thought that, wanting the way we wanted to use the footy and by foot in particular, I want to say, doing that in such windy conditions as you've touched on is just huge. And I noticed from, players like Prez and Nina and yourself who have come in, been playing really consistent games every week and a really key part of how we do that, then flowed on to the likes of like Feathers hit a couple of shorts and that's her first game back in a number of weeks. She had a rough preseason as well. So then you look at the flow on of the next, players within the group that are going, oh, that's what we're doing, and I'm going to follow your lead. And it then flows on to a really all across the ground. Everyone's on the same page of how we want our game to look.
And
absolutely.
We spoke about, maintaining control is a big part for us, and you just spoke about how on foot we did that quite well. Also thought our handball chains were amazing too. But not only that, but our ability to win a contested mark as well, I thought was awesome. It just helps you maintain that possession. We can set up a bit better in our defence. And, the forwards I thought were really good this week. They were just so good. I don't even have words for it.
They were so good.
Totally.
Jack and Lingy, some of their contested grabs that they took in their presence up forward. And then, there was times where we did have a smaller look. So with Croc, Spud and Bowie running around like the little engines that they are, it was great look for us ahead.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I feel like, it started in the midfield for us.
Agreed.
The girls went to work getting it forward, and I think that's what really set us up for the game as a defensive unit, to be able to get set behind the play most of the day, really. Like, there wasn't a time where I felt like I was having to chase Hull back because there was a quick turnover and or whatnot. So the ability for the mids to sort of win clearance and get it forward really helped us behind the ball. But yeah, as you said, Dal, the likes of those smaller forwards and Jackie and Lingy taking those marks and the pressure up forward, keeping it in there was great to be able to be a part of the back line setting up behind all that.
So, completely agree. And just to bounce off in terms of the way that our mids got to work in there, pardon me, I also think that the shape that we use to actually get it going forward is the best that I've probably seen us do. Of, okay, we can hit a lag, we can hit a lateral, and now we're going out the front. And just the way that, we shouted out yesterday in the meeting, AMAC in particular, I thought was brilliant at bringing her teammates into the game and using those first gives, which just builds momentum. It builds confidence in every player across the ground. And it wasn't overused. It was, it's there, I'm going to give it. Goodness me. And then getting it going forward. So I just thought our shape and use of each other in a really team first, selfless way was just the most efficient and effective that I've seen us do it.
Yep. And to back you on that point, I obviously was laid out, so I got a different perspective up in the coach's box, actually, which was quite interesting.
Sworn to secrecy, I heard.
Yeah. But no, it was a really good perspective to see how we are moving the ball, how we are shaping up behind it. You sort of get a different lens, and we just did so well and just sort of didn't give Essendon a chance at all. I think I think it was like 10 less inside 50s than any other game that they've had. So, we just did a solid work, locking it in up in our forward 50
They
as
felt
well.
deflated, didn't they, Dal, from the get-go? Like, you could tell from their body language they weren't able to get their game going, which, is a positive for us.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Let's have a chat a little bit about our debut
I
girls.
I'm so glad you're touching on
them. We'll obviously have Lexi come on in a moment to chat about how her game went, but having them both down there, Sienna and Lexi, they've sort of come in at the same time as defenders. So it was really nice to celebrate them and see what they brought out on the weekend as well.
Oh, absolutely. And they've got a beautiful connection that's come from them both getting drafted together. They then moved in, they're living together. And I think they both bring quite unique aspects to our backline. Sienna has a great kick. Let's start with that.
Great disposal efficiency.
Yeah, absolutely. And really good understanding of the game and leadership. And Lex is a strong, doesn't even know her own strength, powerful individual who will play a key defender role and be a real rock for us back there. So it's great to have, as we're thinking even forward into the future, like two very strong individuals, both in different parts of that back line.
And I love their leadership on the weekend as well. Sienna especially is a leader in herself and has shown that out training, and Lexi is building into that capacity as well, understanding her strengths and what she can bring to the team. But it was really nice to see those girls sort of flourish in the back line, and it does help when you're sort of playing the ball up the ground and to be able to get set, especially for a first game. I feel like the heat was on at times and they did a great job to combat that, but to be able to get set, feel comfy in their positions and really repel back was awesome to see.
Yep. And speaking after the debutants, let's talk about a non-debutant but a really great performance, Prezi. I thought she was
100%
awesome on the weekend. Her ability to win a ground ball after clearance, her contest work, and just her ability to transition defensively as well was amazing.
The speed that she takes off at is second to none. And now we've seen it since probably our pre-season. Someone will be on her tail and she's going, no, I'm backing myself. It's like grit the teeth, take off, and she finds another 2 meters on them.
Yeah.
She's just an incredible athlete.
I think we did our predictions at the start of the pod, the start of the season.
Yep.
And a dead set, Prez is the best player in the competition. I'll say it on record. She is. And, and for her to be able to even get on the back of 2 goals on the weekend, strong contested marks, I'm super excited to see where she can take the rest of her season with that consistency that's already building. Tackle pressure, ability to win the hard ball. I think she's averaging over 30 disposals already this year, and to get on a couple of goals. She's a freaking weapon.
Yep. Love your prez.
Alrighty, girls. Nice to chat about the game. Let's have let's get Lexi on and talk to her about her debut game and see how she went. Fast Twitch, a new energy drink from Gatorade. Start fast with zero sugar, over 100 milligrams of caffeine and electrolytes. Are you ready to hit the Twitch? Available in cool blue, grape and strawberry lemonade. Proud sponsors of Yeah the Girls podcast. Hey guys, welcome back. You're joined with our guest, Lexi. How are you feeling, Lexi?
Very excited. I'm a bit nervous, but I'm excited.
How does your voice sound in the crispy mic, babe?
Yeah, it's weird.
Have you ever been on a potty before?
Never.
No,
Never.
how exciting. Well, we've got some exciting questions for you, Dal. Nice and relaxed, nice and fun. We know that you're always bringing the energy at training, so it's always fun. But I wanted to talk to you a little bit about your debut, how you got told, how did you feel coming into the game, a little bit about the game, and also off the back of a win for your first ever time in the hoops. How exciting.
Yeah, I was itching a bit. I was waiting for it. I was in a meeting with Dan and Flinny, and we were just going through vision. And he was like, yeah, you're going to need to know how to do this because you're playing on the weekend. He just slipped it in. I was like,
Side eye.
what'd you say? Yeah, literally it was a side eye. I was like, did I hear that correctly? And then he was just smiling. They're both laughing at me. And they were just like, congratulations. So it was pretty low key, but I think I would prefer that than everyone jumping all over me or something.
Oh, how good, Dal. You've been training really well, so it's definitely a credit to yourself and to fit in the back line with your fellow girls. How was it down there on the weekend?
It was so fun. I was literally, when I was playing, I was like, this is so much fun. And everyone was like so supportive and helped me with where I needed to be. So I felt very comfortable.
And we heard some beautiful words from Meg as well, which pretty much sums you up as a teammate and as a person. So, yeah, it was awesome to hear that too.
Yeah, I'm very lucky to have Meg present because the way she speaks is it's just amazing. I don't know how she does it.
You had a few family members in the room as well pre-game and obviously at the game watching you play. Who was there for you, Dal?
My mum, my dad, my two sisters. Somehow they got my little brother to come. I don't know how much I paid him. My sister's boyfriends, and then a lot of my friends were there, like over 20. There was so many people
There was lots of signs in the crowd
I know,
too. So
embarrassing.
Really cool. Were you nervous?
For some reason I wasn't too bad, but obviously in the warm-up I was getting a bit like, oh God. Fell over in the warm-up, Ling nearly took me out, which kind of settled my nerves a bit.
Oh, awesome.
Not only the warm-up, what was your little trip up within
sprinkler.
the game?
Sprinklers all
Tripped
around
over
the
a
game.
sprinkler in the game.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
How did you find the pace of the game, Dal? And did you
Yeah.
sort of settle in after the first quarter, after the first minute? How did you feel out there?
Definitely second half I felt way more relaxed and in the game, but I feel like I couldn't really get a good grasp of the pace because of the wind. Like it wasn't really ping-ponging too much.
Yeah, so
But
true.
Yeah, it was still a lot faster than what I'm used to. Yeah.
And you pulled up okay?
Yeah, I wasn't too sore at all, thank God.
It was nice getting played in the forward half as defenders.
Yeah,
It
We were
was
sort of
nice.
up behind the ground, which was really nice. But no, we loved having you out there, Lex, and to have a little bit of an insight of how you were feeling was good. And to get the win, how was it standing inside the circle?
I liked it, but obviously you want to be on the outside.
Did you know the words I need to know?
Yes, of course.
Oh,
I don't know
go
the
girl.
second verse though, I'll be honest.
You're too young for that. That's
No.
why.
I think it's only Killer at this stage who, I think you and Tala was next to me and she was singing
Tala
all the...
Killer wouldn't have had a clue.
No, she had no idea.
That's so funny. No, it was lovely to have you finally debut, Lex. But let's get a little bit into your backstory. I would love to hear about your journey into footy, but also a little bit about where you're from, your family life and all that too.
Yeah. So I'm from Echuca, obviously. Little country town. Becky knows what it's like. Not much going on. You just kind of have to find things to do, and then the local footy club's like everything to everyone. So I just kind of grew up around there. Started playing when I was 4. I was the only girl, but it was just the norm, and the boys didn't treat me any different either. And then I just kind of came up through playing with the boys, and then obviously under 12s, you had to stop playing. So I went and played for the under 18s girls when I was 12. That was the age group.
Were you as tall as you are now?
Oh, I was the biggest one there.
I thought so.
Who were you playing for? Is that a Chuka?
Chuka, yeah. I stopped
wow.
growing when I was 14, so I haven't grown for a long time. Yeah, it was so much fun, and then the footy obviously wasn't great because, it was just kind of a for fun thing. So I went up to Bendigo where it was a little bit more serious, and I just started playing there, and then the Bendigo Pioneers had to bring a friend to training day, and one of my friends brought me, and then just started playing there when I was 14. So kind of just went through that pathway through Vic Country and then ended up here, thank God.
And you played with some of our current teammates, didn't you?
Bridie, yeah,
Bridie.
me and Brad played together. Yep.
Oh,
I
awesome.
love it. Was footy your primary sport growing up, babe?
Basketball, they were pretty equal, and then I kind of got to 14 and I was like, well, I have to kind of choose one to focus on, but I was never going to choose basketball, to be honest.
Yeah. GG could probably talk to that.
Fair enough.
It's hard.
Great
It's
choice.
a hard sport, isn't it?
Great choice by you. Hard, you reckon, in comparison to footy?
It's just so and it's not as free. There's so many plays and stuff.
Yeah.
You
No,
just
it's
can't
very
really do
structured.
yourself. Yeah.
So true.
And Lex, what about family life, home life?
Yeah.
How's that?
Yeah, so 2 older sisters, so I've had my fair share of bullying, I'll say that.
Shaped you into the gal you are today, I'm
literally
sure.
it has. No, but we're all friends now, thank God. And then my little brother, we don't really have much to talk about. He's like a big gamer boy, but I don't know, we're civil with each other, I suppose.
He may grow out of that.
Yeah, and then mum's a police officer and dad's a sparky, so mum was always pretty busy with work. So dad kind of had to step up a little bit, but yeah, she's just been promoted actually. She's a big dog now.
Woohoo! Is this where you get your boss energies from?
Yeah, must be.
Lex, I'd love to know what got you into footy at such a young age. Was your dad a local footballer player growing up?
Yeah, he played heaps of footy and then I was ADHD off the chart, so they kind of put me in every sport they could. And then, that was my favourite one, I think, because it was so hands-on, get to tackle people, always loved it.
Yeah, love it.
That's unreal. And so you've gone from Echuca, a little country town. People like to say Geelong is a
big country
bigger
town.
country town.
Yeah, I'm a country gal. Come on.
And so moved out of home for the first time, moved in with Sienna, one of our teammates. Talk to us how that's been.
Yeah, we're both very chill. It's nice to have someone that, understands what it's like, and at the end of the day we're both wrecked and we don't need to annoy each other. We can just go do our own thing, but we are also there for a debrief at the end of the day, which is really nice as well.
Love that. And how many times have you snuck in? Is it your reclining bed or is that Tal's?
It's Sienna's.
She has a reclining bed.
It's a remote
Like the
control.
hospital
it
bed.
goes like this. Yeah.
Oh
God
my
forbid
God.
she can't
That
get
girl
out
is
of bed in the
18.
morning.
Why does she
Hilarious.
need that?
There's a great
She
photo of you
sleeps
guys
with
in
it
it.
when she has a block nose. She sleeps up like this.
That's so funny.
Anything for recovery, I guess.
Who cooks?
No, we don't eat together.
You don't,
Different
yeah.
meals. I know. Yes.
So fair. So
Are
fair.
you finding
cleans?
Both of us. We're both pretty clean girls, thank God.
Jeez,
nice
that's
clean
a lucky.
house.
And you've got you've got like a big four bedroom.
Well, the other
Wow.
2 rooms, no one
Just
goes
for the
in
two
there.
of them.
Yeah.
just in case someone comes down.
Yeah, exactly.
Love it, Dal. Lex, I'd love to know who around the club or players, staff, who have had a really big influence on you since being here, Dal, in terms of your football journey and how you've sort of got yourself into the position to play on the weekend as well.
Well, obviously Megan Gunge, key players. You guys have been the biggest role models ever, and you've definitely helped me with finding my feet. Being a key position player, I think it's probably one of the harder ones because so much to learn, and you have to be like the rock. And then obviously just everyone in the back line makes me feel so comfortable and allows me to be myself at training and around the club, and I just think I have so much banter and stuff with everyone and I love it.
I love it. And your junior football, you're mainly a forward, is that right? Yeah. So coming into the back line this year, what's been the biggest challenge as a defender?
I was kind of defender, forward. Last year I was a forward.
Bit of a swinger. You like to remind us of that.
Yeah, tall utility. But last year I just couldn't kick a goal to save my life, so they just thought, go down the back. And
go stop them.
Thank God for that.
If it makes you feel any better, I also couldn't kick a goal to save my life,
Yeah.
and I ended up back too.
Gunge was also in the forward line in her first season.
I had
VFL.
I had 4 games, guys. Come on. But anyway.
Oh, that's great. Well, we do love the energy that you bring. You also have that energy outside of footy. What do you put your energy into outside of footy? Is the YouTube channel still running? Give us a bit of an insight. What's the handle?
No, the YouTube is not running. Shut down.
I mean, I was really keen to see some flips on the trampoline.
No.
How long did you do that for?
Oh, a few months. It kept me entertained Because
You could have been like a heavy subscriber YouTuber over in the States right now.
It's got like 250 views, and I think they're all me from watching them back.
Or maybe us now after we go and watch it.
But what else do you get up to, Lex?
Oh, honestly, not a lot. Lots of rest on the rest days. I don't know how you guys have jobs outside of this. Lots of walks, lots of fluffing, we call it. Just fluff around.
I love it. Do you do much to sort of like switch off from footy? What's your fluffing look like? Is it mainly going for your walks, reading, colouring?
No, I'm not a reader. I haven't actually coloured in a while, but I do find that very satisfying. Just kind of walking around. I come into the club
Just around the house?
around Armstrong Creek. It's in the middle of a construction site right now, so it's. But yeah, I don't just I don't know. Kind of turn my mind off footy and just TikTok time. That's my favourite.
I
love it. You've got a good balance. Like when you come in here, it's all fun and games, but then when it's time to hit the track run, and you're always switching on well, so it's great.
Can I ask, Lexi, how have you found your first pre-season? It's always pretty tough coming into a pre-season, but let alone your first one. How have you found it?
Yeah, I've had so much fun. I'm obviously been pretty lucky as well compared to when I look at Sienna and stuff, who hasn't really had one. She's obviously had a bit of a rougher run than me, but I've had so much fun. Obviously it's hard, but I feel like the vibes were up the whole time, which kept me going.
Yeah, and it's awesome to see your progress literally from day one to now. Has been really awesome to watch side by side with you. So, it's been wonderful to have you as part of our team, and your great personality off the field as well, which we really love as a teammate. We do want to play a little bit of a game with you though.
Yep.
So it's a pretty chill game. Bit of a quick fire question. So we're going to do teammate most likely to, and then you just give us a name of a teammate who you think.
Yeah.
So let's kick off. Number 1, teammate most likely to go on a reality TV show.
Bridie.
Nice.
Which one?
Love Island.
Love that. So good.
She needs one. She needs a boyfriend.
What about Bachelor?
Ooh.
She could go on that.
Meg Mac.
Meg Mac. That's gold. All right, teammate most likely to burn the house down accidentally.
Oh God. Probably Bella. Let's be honest.
Teammate most likely to argue with the umpire.
Ooh, probably Gunj.
That's a good one. You're not wrong though, probably. Teammate most likely to forget their boots.
Oh, Prezi did it. Prez.
Great choice. Teammate most likely to kick a goal on the siren to win the game.
Lingy, I reckon.
Nice. Good
Nail
choice.
Clutch.
All right, last one. Teammate most likely to win a dance-off.
Bowie loves
Bowie
it.
loves
it.
a little bit, doesn't she?
Love that.
Oh,
Love
awesome.
it. Now, thanks for joining us, Lex. It's always lovely to have a debut on the potty, and I'm sure there's so much more football to come for you. We've loved having you around the club and bringing your energy to the back line as well, but can't wait to get cracking this weekend as well.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks,
Dal.
Lex.
Alrighty, welcome back. It was so good to have Lex on, the beautiful girl that she is, and we were having a laugh about the fact she is such a big personality, but she can have a very quiet persona about her at times, very softly spoken, but gosh, she's an absolute ball of laughs. So great to get a bit of her personality on the podcast.
Absolutely.
We're rolling into our YTG MVQs for the round. Gunj, you'll need to be the one doing the tallying.
I'm on the
as you
leaderboard,
have
don't
been.
worry.
Great, perfect.
Do we want to recap last week where we're sitting right now?
Oh, great shout,
Yeah,
Becky.
Maybe
Yeah.
the
let's do
top
that.
4, Gunj.
Top
where
4.
we're
All
sitting.
right, so current leaderboard I'll go equal third is UG Rankin and Prezi. And then second is Bowie. And then in first place, our Crocky girl. So
Look out.
strong leaderboard there.
We do have to mention, I know we said it earlier, but across the board this week, there was many a moment. So I'm excited to see what everyone's 3, 2, 1s are this week.
Yes. Well, I'll start us off on my one. I actually went for our girl Feathers, and whether it's a team lifting moment or probably me as a teammate, very close with her, and was really proud to see her get back in the team and play the way that she does. And she just laid within the congestion, big body smother, and had an ability to power out of a contest, one that I honestly did not see it coming, and she's just popped it straight to me. So I just had a moment where I was just so proud of seeing her break out of a contest and show her attributes, which are so strong. So Feathers gets my 1 this week.
I love that. My 1 vote this week is to our girl Zals. I thought her ability to come back into the team after a couple of weeks and just really put her head down. She's been working really hard at training, but she did a run on the wing, drawed give, gave it back. It was really good. In the past, she may have just blazed away or kicked, and I think her composure and ability to shape out was, her best game on the weekend.
Yeah,
I think
absolutely.
I've seen her
I thought
play.
she played such an amazing game on the weekend.
That's my 1 vote.
Awesome.
Love that.
All right, my 1 vote is actually AMAC. I thought she did some amazing stuff in the middle, and her ability to shape out, spin, twist, how she does all her fancy stuff, which I just love watching.
Dancing AMAC.
Literally. But I'm giving my 1 vote because the girl has never had a contested mark in her life.
Oh, true.
And she finally got one. And I remember being in the coach's box when AMAC took the mark, and I was like, guys, that's a CM. That's a CM. So I got really excited for it.
It was an unreal mark.
It was a great
It was like
mark.
a one-hander.
So,
Unreal.
1 vote for Ames.
I love
Ballers.
that.
That is great. Moving on to 2 votes this week, giving it to Bowie. We saw a clip last night. It was in our forward 50, a few strong efforts in a row. She was on the ground and managed to lay a massive smother. Again, I think it went with one arm, but it maybe got her ribs. And I think at the other end there was they were about to burst through corridor, which is something they really like to do. And it was pretty central, laid a massive tackle as well. So 2 big moments there where I thought, let's
I
go.
would love to see the league's highest smothers for the round so far.
Yeah.
Bowie would be up there with most so far.
We can get that. It's on the
We'll have
new
to,
app.
We'll have to have a suss.
Even I think Neens would be up there too. I reckon
Yeah.
last week
Yeah.
she had about 2 or 3
Yeah.
last week as well.
So bloody good. I love a smother. My 2 votes this week goes to our Jackie girl. I thought she had an unbelievable game. One that really sticks out for me actually is when she came behind the ball, and I've told her she has to just take the ruck for now, as it was coming out quite quickly. And she's just taken the best contested mark I've ever seen. And I've just sort of gone to get front and centre, like, all right, it's coming to the ground. Next minute, she's just plucked it. And I've gone, great, Jackie, this is great. So she got my 2 votes this week for that.
JP. Well, JP's also got my 2 votes this week. Obviously, everything you've just said. But I think a big thing for her was finishing her goals. And she did that on the weekend. Kicked 3 zip and also in windy as conditions. So great stuff, JP. Another 2 for you.
She gets 3 now because she was my 3 votes for Jackie, and particularly there was that moment on the wing. I think it came from Frizz's. Potentially? No,
I know that one. That was a different one, but yes.
Okay. Out onto the wing, and she's gathered a beautiful ground ball that I thought that could have bobbled. Well, it was a terrible bounce, and she's just taken it cleanly, turned her footwork to turn inside, fend someone off and feed a beautiful, I think it was about a 10 metre handball into the middle, and we got an inside 50, and that was just one moment, but as you girls have said, couldn't go past her contested marking and goal finishing, but just loved seeing that from her.
Well done, Jack. My 3 votes this week was Aim, very similar to you, Gunj. She was everywhere around the stoppage, but I thought her composure to be able to gather the hard ball get and use her footwork to get out of and evade, and use her teammates as well to bring them into the game was or maybe it was you that mentioned Amy. So, 3 votes for you, Aim. Well done.
Awesome.
Love that.
And my 3 votes this week is actually Zali.
We've had a nice little...
We've had a good spread, actually. Yeah.
Very cute.
Exactly the same reasons as you said, Beck. She's come back ever since she's come back into the side, she's just been hella great on the training track, but then also
I
played...
love that. Hella great. Hella great.
Great English there. But also just on the weekend, as you said, I thought it was one of the best games that she played, and I was really proud of her on the weekend. So 3 votes to Zals.
Love. Where are we sitting,
I can't wait to see.
Okay.
So who's of the round?
All right. So
And then
I
Who's
don't know.
our queen of the week?
You know what? We need to make sure I do the votes first because you leave me last, and then I've got to calculate.
Sorry. Take your time,
God,
Gunji.
no.
Insert some what is it?
The
like
music.
waiting room
Let's
music.
go elevator music. 1 second.
Queen this week, Gunji. Who
All
do we
right.
have?
Queen this week is our girl, Jackie Parry. A solid 8 votes this week. So well done, Jackie.
That's impressive, Jack. Well done.
We'll come find you and crown you this week. But let's head to our total leaderboard now. So after round 4, let's kick us off with equal 4th place. G, you're still holding up there.
How am I still there?
And also Prezi Girl in 4th place there. Let's go into 3rd place. We've got our girl AMAC on a solid
Aim.
7 votes now. 2nd place, JP has just had a massive week and got all her votes this week, and so it's put her up into 2nd place with 8 votes. And our number 1 at the moment is Bowie Girl on a solid 10 votes.
Wait, have we got Crocs
Oh
still
my
in there?
God, I miss Crocs. Sorry.
So Crocs in second.
Crocs in 2nd, Jack is in 3rd. Sorry, G. AMAC's 4th. G
we're
and
out
Prez
of the-
5th.
They're
Sorry.
out.
Yeah. So great little spread on the leaderboard. We've had a lot of shifts this week. So
love
good
it.
to
So
see.
exciting.
Can't wait for the end, I tell you.
Oh my God, I know. How good. All right, we'll have a quick break, guys, and then we'll come back to have a little chat about this weekend's game.
Fast Twitch, a new energy drink from Gatorade. Start fast with 0 sugar, over 100 milligrams of caffeine and electrolytes. Are you ready to hit the Twitch? Available in cool blue, grape and strawberry lemonade. Proud sponsors of Yeah the Girls podcast. Welcome back, guys. Brought to you by Gatorade's new Fast Twitch energy drink. Let's roll into our game this weekend. An exciting one. It was great to get the win on the board, but we want another one. So we've got round 5 this weekend at Icon Park against the Tigers on Sunday at 1:05 p.m. How are we
We've got
feeling?
a few Sundays, don't we?
Yeah,
we do. It's
Yeah.
actually, I don't mind the Sunday into Sunday because it feels like the week is just really like,
Sunday into Monday? Is that what you meant?
no, like
and
Sunday game into another Sunday game.
rolling.
Yeah.
Oh, back to back. I hear what you mean.
Yeah.
Well, you get the
like-
7-day rest. pretty
100%.
much.
And,
Yeah.
and the sort of the
Okay.
flow of the week is quite nice. Like we
Yeah.
had Monday off, obviously, and then into training last night, into training Thursday, captain's run Saturday into the game. So it's a nice feel. And I just, we love playing at Icon Park as a Cats team. And, to play Richmond, who haven't had the best start, but we always match up with them really well,
I was
don't
going to say,
we?
I
They
look
do.
at Richmond the way that when I often think about us and North, it's always going to be a good game. And I think the same
Yes.
thing when I think of us and Richmond.
Absolutely. They've got some great midfielders, some really good key targets down in the forward line as well. So it'll be a good challenge again. As we say sort of every week, we don't take any game lightly. So every week's a good challenge. But, yeah, I'm looking forward to this Sunday.
Absolutely. And I feel like with AFLW, as we all know, like the way that the competition is, you feel like you can be on top one week and then you slide down the next. And so to be able to play some consistent football at our standard and what we want to bring each week, I think that's a really good benchmark to sort of see how you're feeling and see where you're going either way, if you're getting the win or not. But super excited to play the Tigers. I feel like, as I said before, we match up with them really well. They're really a hard contested team as well. But I think if we can continue with our composure, our ability to find our marks and keep the game in our control, it will go a long way in winning this game.
I think you've summed it up perfectly, Beck. I honestly couldn't add anything more to that. Absolutely.
And considering the boys had a great win last week in their first final, they've got the week off. So come down and watch our footy on Sunday, which will be awesome. We love having all our fans down there. And we had a good turnout at Windy Hill.
We
which
actually
was awesome.
did. I remember
Yeah.
coming out of the rooms after like the end of the game. I had my bag and everything, and there was so many people
It was
around.
amazing.
Loved
And,
it.
Like you're bouncing off the fact that the boys are playing some really good football and they're in their prime position right now to hopefully win in the next couple of weeks and see themselves into a grand final. Like it's a great time to be around football and to be around the Geelong Football Club as well in general, like after our win on the weekend as well. So the vibes are high and, bringing that support down to Icon Park on Sunday will just continue that, I hope. So
Agreed.
105 Sunday. Can't wait, girlies. We'll see you guys
We will
next
see
week
you there.
for our round 5 review of the game. And we'll chat to you next week. Thanks,
See you
guys.
guys.
Bye.